Good morning, everyone. I just want to put this out. Disclaimer, it is my gun. I can do it, and I'm going to do it. There's some reasons I'm going to do it. Not telling you guys to do this because I don't know what tools you have or what the skill level is on taking these guns apart and modifying them. And I don't really give a damn about their warranty. So here we go. What I did is I took their plastic handguard off, because it's about 12 inches or something, and I wanted a metal 15 inch, which will take it all the way up to about right here. I'll show you guys. So what I had to do is, there's really no good barrel nuts for this per se. So what I did is took the TACCOM 3G barrel nut, and if you use the barrel nut by itself, because they have one where you can use any AR-15 handguard, you use theirs, it would stop about right there and you'd have this gap. I don't mind it, but for some reason it bugged me. I didn't like it. I went back to the plastic guard till I could figure something out. So I just toying with the idea. So let's take this back off. So what I did is I read all your guys' comments, good or bad. I read them all, and I'll try to answer all of them as much as I can. Somebody made a comment that they took the TACCOM 3G barrel nut that allows you to use any AR-15. You can go look at their site, they have it. And they cut this lip off. This lip is actually about right here. So that lip will come up to here and go back about 1/4 of an inch, maybe a little bit more. I cut 1/4 of an inch. This is an 1/8 inch thick on this piece I cut off. And then I had to, on the top here, where you can see where my finger's at, I had to knock all that down, which is probably 1/8 of an inch, a little bit more, all the way down to the size of this barrel nut. Enough to where I could get the handguard to slide right over the barrel nut. So I did that. It was fairly easy. It's aluminum, a grinder, a vise, and a lot of tedious being slow. So I just ground that down, got it perfect. I mean, without a lathe, I could have got it better with a lathe, but I don't own one of those. So what I did is I just ground it down, very slow, very methodical, not to screw anything up, and got it where it is right with this barrel, the handguard nut that came with the handguard. So I got it on there, and I'll show you why I'm going to the metal handguard as well. I got it on there. There you go. Get it right there, and it goes all the way back to the gun, but I'm gonna leave about 1/16 of an inch, and that's where I'll have it. I'll have about 1/2 inch of muzzle device sticking out. That's okay with me. That's what I want. I wanted the 15 inch handguard because all my ARs have 15 inches, and I like to keep my hand as straight as I can. That's why I want this 15 inch handguard. There's also another reason. On these plastic ones like this that come from Smith, I don't care for the plastic, and I'll show you why. And I've had that on my response, but they don't make a metal handguard for it, so I'm kind of out in the wind with that one for right now. Ugh, thought I was gonna sneeze. The reason I want this metal one is I run a hand stop, and I run on this side. Let me flip it. I don't know if you can see it. There you go. I got a quick disconnect from my sling. So the reason I want the metal is if you look in here, you can see where that quick disconnect, when I tighten it up on the M-locks, it digs into the plastic. I don't know if you can see it. Where is it? Right here. Right inside there, very lightly, you can see where the hand stop M-lock device is crushing the plastic. And what I found out, over usually about 500 to 1,000 rounds, that stuff comes loose because the plastic just smashes. There's no retention to it, as in springiness to it. So it just smashes. And then after a while, it just gets loose. And you're just tightening it down and just smashing it more and more. I just didn't want that. And I'm sure it'd take a long time because the other gun I have, and there's another issue I'm going to show you on this FPC. It's not really a bad issue, but if you shoot a lot, it's could be an issue down the road, way down the road. One reason I'm not a big fan of these poly uppers for this upcoming reason. But there you go. Let's get back to this. I like this one. I'm going to put it on there. I'm going to leave it on there, and I'm good with it. Really don't care about any warranties and nothing like that, because I've never had to warranty a gun per se anyways, other than that stupid recall. But that's Smith's screw up, not mine. So let me talk about the other issue. I have my other one over here. If you actually get the look, let me figure out how to get this in there. Oops, wrong way. Right, there you go. If you look right inside here, look how beat up that plastic's getting. The only reason I'm bringing it up is if you shoot a lot of rounds, like you're doing a lot of competitions, or just going out to shoot like I do. I shoot 200 to 400 rounds any given time I go out. That plastic gets beat up. You might get something to where when it starts ejecting rounds, might start sending them a different direction. And just something to pay attention to inside this ejection port, because it bounces that round off there pretty hard. And that other one that's probably got about 4,000 rounds through it, it's starting to beat it up pretty good. So I don't see any problems with it. It's just, I don't want to call it a flaw. I just think it's one of those things that's native to using plastic. It's just not all that durable for long-term use. I'm talking 10, 20 years down the road. But who knows? We'll see what happens. So there you go. I was able to use the Tatcom nut. It does take a little bit of work. I wouldn't suggest it for the average person, but if you want to try it, by all means, knock yourself out. Grand total time of actually cutting it, getting it ground down and perfect to where I need it to work, probably took me about an hour and a half, 2 hours. I took my time because I didn't have a second one in case I screw up. I wanted it to be good the first time, and it's my gun, so I take a little bit of time on it. You guys have a good day. And if you do decide to try it, let me know, but make sure you have the right tools. You guys have a good day. Bye.